Nah, facts. Yo, mom told me I need to be myself. I fake all of our videos. Facts. Man, we're keeping this.
What's your name, Jimmy?
What's it?
Oh, my bad.
See?
Oh, this is recording.
That's what I be talking
This
about.
is recording.
Yo, mom
All right,
really
come on,
be jealous.
Tug is on the screen.
Yo, mom really be jealous. That's what I'm talking about. Nah, seriously though. Yeah. The stupidest words in history, Big Tug. Yeah, I don't gotta do no grand jump for him, right? Tug, we
The
love you.
stupidest wars.
That's
Oh,
Big Tug.
God.
If you want to watch the original video, that boy be down the script and like give your own opinions and conjecture.
We
Like I
gotta
said,
catch up.
I'm not cutting none of this John out.
No, we got to catch up because we missing some of Tug's videos, right? He
Probably.
posts every Wednesday
I
and
ain't gonna be
Saturday
fraud.
when he stopped.
We fraud. I'm not watching Tug. No,
I'm going to his house.
No, you not. Yo, see? Nah.
No, I'm not
And when y'all
parasocial.
And when y'all call the cops, make sure to directly put it mom on that name. Because I'm going to be sitting there like this when they taking her
I'm
out.
going to go say hi to him. His little apartment.
I'm be sitting there like, yeah, that's her. I'm be sitting like, yeah. Nah, I'm not helping her nothing.
Oh, wait. New Jersey trains and trains and buses are free, so I could go to his house.
How you even know what state? Nah.
You know, he said he live in New York.
Let me do you a favor. Let me
probably
just have
in
her stop
Manhattan.
doxing. She trying to really dox your whole
All right,
thing.
come on.
But yeah, stupidest words. We gonna see what Tuck talking about. Talk to me. Facts.
In high school, I had a teacher that we will call Colonel Chapstick. He taught us about the T-Tax, the
God.
ancient Egyptians, and all the other pointless bullshit they cram into your brain in the American education system. Sometimes he would open the floor to questions, and sometimes we would ask about war, and every time he would answer those questions. One day, one of the shittier kids in my class asked him what the worst thing about war was, and then the Colonel's eyes glossed over, and he
Isn't it dying?
War.
Oh.
War never changes. Facts. That's the worst thing about war. Side note, if y'all ever played the Fallout games, I ain't gonna lie, that's facts though. But that is the worst thing about war because war never changes. It's all bloodshed, people
That's what I'm
dying.
saying. Isn't the worst thing about war is dying?
It worsens the economy, so it worsens humanity overall. Yeah, war just really, that's the worst part about it. Any war or anything that's considered war, like even, I don't want to say made like smaller Johns because no war is small, bro. People dying. But like even Johns like the Vietnam War or the Cold War, like, yo, these are still huge conflicts, bro. Like wars really don't change. People gonna die.
Well, I can't even English. So what does he mean by the stupidest wars? Because wars are not stupid.
Oh, we're gonna see. I
wonder what he mean by it.
Like when humans fighting birds. Yeah, facts. Yeah. That's good wars right there.
Like the war that's gonna be in November?
Nah,
anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. Let's go.
See, yo, mom just had to slide politics into it, and I didn't even want to do it. So, all right, guys, everybody vote for Trump. No, I'm just
He stared at the back of the classroom wall as a child would at his father's casket before muttering the words, "The smell. They don't prepare you for the smell." Jesus Christ, that little tidbit of information has stuck with...
and I'm sorry, Yapatron, but that's actually a good factor I didn't even really think about in terms of senses. Yeah, it probably smells terrible. It smells corpses, bullets, and gunpowder, and corpses.
Why are we so close to the war that we can smell it?
And a lot of corpses. I ain't gonna lie, this is getting very dark. I ain't gonna. This getting bad. Like, yeah.
With me for 12 years and counting, but it just goes to show how much of a hell war can become. Now that being said, war, for lack of a better term, can be silly sometimes. I'm not here to downplay the plight of any war-torn country on Earth, but when you start shooting bazookas at emus, you kind of lose the plot a little bit. So let's take a trip down scattered memory lane and talk about what war is, where it comes from, and just how weird it can get. I also wanted to wear a fancy military outfit for this video, but if I was wearing fatigues, those are usually green, and I'm in front of a green screen, and then I would have to buy blues, which are like the fancy thing military people wear, and I feel like I would get death threats for doing that, so we're just gonna, I'm in civilian clothing now.
You just wear your regular clothes you got on.
That's what I'm saying, yo, and shout out y'all that's in the military, bro, and I always appreciate y'all because, yo, y'all bold, man. Y'all doing something I could not do, bro. Y'all extremely bold. I appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all be going out fighting the bulls.
I be saying thank you for your service, you know?
Yo, nah, I'm dead, and I really am thankful because if it wasn't you, it would be me. And that's the problem. I'm really
How
jealous.
did you say I just want to go and give my life up for people?
And I question that too.
Like,
nah, seriously.
No,
though.
thank you. I gotta say thank you. You just
because you made a conscious decision. Like, yo, you know, if you go, you could probably realistically die. Like, and like you just making that decision. Like, I'm proud of you, bro. Because I can't just consciously make that decision and be like, dang, if I die, I'm never gonna see my peoples again. Nah, I can't do it. Nah, that's cooked. Shout out y'all. Why is war? Facts.
So I don't think I have to explain this, but war is pretty much universally despised amongst every human being on Earth, I would assume. Yeah, yet it has been a constant part of human history ever since, I don't know, since we've learned that you could throw a rock really hard. The first recorded war took place in Mesopotamia in 2700 BC. I don't know why we include that E now. But thousands of years before that, we have evidence of people building 10-foot walls around their cities for defense. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't build 10-foot walls around my house unless I knew someone was trying to kill me, or my cat. The bow and arrow was invented around 10,000 BCE. And yes, it can be used for hunting, but there's also...
That's funny. I want to know what Oog and Ugg, yo, really decided, hey, yo, we gonna take this piece of wood right here. I don't know how we got string. Isn't string coming from, like, plants and junk? Isn't, like, fibers and plants?
Yeah.
They was like, all right, let me tie this together. Let me take this other stick. Let me get this sharp rock. Let me just... And then took bull out. It was like when they discovered fire. It's like, yo, dang, we got lethal weapons. Tough. War never changes. Nah, I'm chill. Now, Oog and Ugg was rocking that joint.
Will you stop saying Oog and Ugg? Is that male and female?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, okay, y'all.
It's like Oog and Ugg should have been doing some other stuff.
Yeah, what? Nah, yo, see, this is what I be talking about. Yo, mom really be. It don't even be me. And she be talking about it be you. Who? Yo, who mentioned the genders?
Yeah, well, why you talking about Oog and Ugg?
Yo, because all I was gonna say was, yo, like you
Oog and Ugg made a sling rock.
You think Oog and Ugg smarter than the average Gen Alpha bull? Nah, I'm dead serious. I'm not playing. I'm dead serious.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Sorry, Tom.
There's no way that thing wasn't used for human on human violence. Yeah, you can kill some food and eat it, but also imagine if Glug comes back to the camp and he's bragging about that woolly mammoth he took down and he's gonna steal your cave chick. You can't tell me you wouldn't throw a quick stick through his chest. There's no cops around. This isn't the Bible. So why is war so ingrained in human society? Psychologists think that there is rewards inherent in conflict. As individuals, war apparently makes us feel alive. For some people, not for me. I panic in 1v.
I'm like, war makes us feel alive by dying? What? Yo, nah, this is really that 2024 logic. I'm feeling that. Nah, I'm feeling that. Nah, that's good work.
Too, when I'm playing CS. But apparently it gives us purpose and meaning that we perceive as something greater than ourselves. And finding this meaning along with others in your group gives us a sense of belonging and a larger community. And I know what you're thinking. Tucker, that sounds like a religion. And I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to talk about it.
Fun fact, history buff, a lot of wars were fought because of religion. I'm just going to let y'all know that. And that's not me, like, obviously being biased against religion. Just, that is a fact.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Anymore. Of course, there's also the spoils of war, you know, the goodies you get from killing somebody. Governments wage wars over resources and strategic footholds all the time. Shout out every American war I've ever been alive for. It's kind of an old thing to wage a war over, you know, ideologies at this point. When was the last time someone fought a war over strictly principles? America's not fighting a war to prove anything. We just want shit. Do you have shit? We would like that shit, please. Here are some missiles. Thank you kindly. The American Indian War.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and this is no political agenda, but like, yeah, nah, the U.S. really be trying to get into everything.
Yeah, like mind your business.
And this has caused a lot of problems. And if you've been on that godforsaken app we call Twitter, it is very clear that is true. Like it's just quite simple that is clear. I'm not gonna lie.
Wars lasted for 250 years and ended with Europeans just taking an entire country because they wanted it. And some of them said because God said they could have that, but everyone says that whenever they're doing this shit. Of course, there are some wars with legitimate causes, like World War II. That was a bad one. I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but I want to make this statement right now that I think Nazis are bad, and I'm honestly happy Hitler died. I'm gonna come. I know it's shocking, even though I was being incredibly brave and handsome right there. It goes.
Sneeko, where are you at?
Okay, what does Sneeko got to do with this?
It goes without saying that we have to join a war every time someone's being unbelievably shitty to another group of people. But for every World War II, there's a Trojan War. The Trojan War was really like an episode of Real Housewives for Greek mythology. And if that sounds fake, well, that's because most of the written knowledge we have about the Trojan War came from the Greek poet Homer. His epic poem, the Iliad, was written 500 years after the war actually took place, and it was basically a final written document of an oral poem that was spoken for over 5 centuries. It was kind of like the Bible or HPV. So we know that it happened, but the facts just got a bit flowery over time. Just imagine like 1,000 years from now, the only records of the Iraq War we have is from a really long Maya Angelou poem. Scholars do believe that the Trojan War actually happened. This isn't like a fully made up story, but I maintain that the real contribution this war gave us was the term Trojan horse. You know that story where the Trojans were like, yo, we got you a horse, and the other people were like, I don't think we need that, but honestly, you could always use a giant horse. And then a bunch of Trojans were inside the horse, and in the middle of the night, they popped out and killed everybody. So it was a fake play. That's why a Trojan virus is.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. How did they fall for that? Like, how did they fall for that? Because Like how the heads that you low key beefing with though? They pull up with a giant horse and like you just like facts.
Here's a horse.
Here's a horse. You know what I'm saying? Let's not worry about how it's so big and you could probably fit a lot of people in there. Now let's forget about that. Here's a horse. Y'all can keep this statue in y'all front yard. Actually, middle of the town too. You know, so everybody can see it, more accessible. You know, totally not because middle of the town probably accessible to most people to kill them. Nah. Nice decoration. Facts. Now that's facts right there. Yo, mom, if I pull up with a Trojan horse, what we doing with this jump? Now I'm dead serious.
Where are you getting materials
Let's
from?
not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. Yeah.
Called the Trojan virus because it seems innocuous and then it gets in your computer and it messes about.
Yeah,
now, historians say that the Trojan horse story never actually happened, which is messing me up. It's like finding out that bears don't actually sleep for all of winter or that my Uncle Ricky didn't go on a 1.5-year-long vacation. So yeah, a lot of the Trojan War is myth.
He's at the casino.
My Uncle Ricky didn't go on a 1.5-year-long vacation.
This is why I like that we could yap. Y'all, I went to the casino the first time with the guys, like literally a couple, like a month ago. Nah.
Okay, what are you yapping about this for?
God, I was just gonna say that this is really accurate.
No, that is
scary. Like, no, it actually was kind of terrifying for me. I'm like, yo, these people's lives are literally withering away, like physically, literally, financially. I'm like, oh wow, this is terrifying.
He got a good video.
So yeah, a lot of the Trojan War is myth, and a lot of the reasons why it actually happened were really dumb, which generally sums up war as a whole, actually. It's stupid, and the historical narratives usually go to the winners. And the winners are usually just as stupid as the losers. But you know what's not stupid? Me getting paid. Roll the ad, baby. Old people...
Facts.
Wait, what's this ad? Old people do what? Because I might need that. Scentbird.
Scentbird. I ain't gonna lie. We should have played ad guess. I'm not gonna cap because I swear to God, I can guess all the ads at this point.
With that one.
The dumbest kinds of war. Let's do it, boys.
So the funny thing about stupid is that it's in the eyes of the beholder. Of all the wars fought over resources or power or a really hot lady that everyone's trying to bang, some are fought over things that are so trivial that you forget that a group of 18-year-old men are gonna die for the cause. That was a lot funnier when I wrote it down. When I said it, it didn't seem that funny. For example, we have
I really do want to talk about though because where they were signing up at heads at 18 to hit the draft, but like you can't drink and jail until you're 21, right? Peep game on that. And like, all right, cool. So you mean to tell me I can go die for the country before I could like legally drink alcohol? Like what is? And I'm not trying to promote like, oh yeah, bringing the age of drinking alcohol and all that down. I'm not even about to say that bull, bro. We need to bring a lot of ages up. If y'all seen any of the other videos, especially on the controversies of recent Johns, a lot of ages John need to go way up, bro. I'm not gonna cap like super up, bro. But like, I just find that crazy, bro, that we really saying just like you could vote for who gonna lead the country and go die for the country at 18, but you can't drink or smoke a bowl till you're 21. Genius. I ain't gonna lie, genius right here.
The War of the Oaken Bucket. The Oaken War is a cautionary tale of military power, hubris, and buckets. Like the things you buy at Home Depot. So Italy didn't become a unified country until 1871, which is shocking to an American like me. But in Italy, there was a lot of spicy meatballs between its territories in the medieval period. In 1325, a war broke out between Bologna and Modena. I'm assuming that's how they want me to pronounce Bologna here. And that war was started over a bucket. It's a little more complicated, but it was a bucket. In reality, the war came from tensions that started 2 centuries earlier, much like anything else that happens in Europe. Long story short, Bologna was horny for the Pope to rule, and Modena supported the Holy Roman Emperor. And if you're not a Catholic or a history buff, those were 2 different people, I promise. The ensuing 200 years saw some minor battles and skirmishes, but the straw that broke the camel's back was not a straw, but a bucket. Legend has it that a group of Modenese people snuck into Bologna at one night and stole a bucket. They just took a bucket, and when Bologna found out that their bucket had been jacked, they demanded a return, a swift return of that bucket. Modena, in a savvy strategical move, responded with, "Fuck you, dorks. This is our bucket now. You probably weren't even using it. Why are you crying so much?" So Bologna decided to declare all-out war, a well-thought-out and smart strategy. Bologna sent out 32,000 troops to get their bucket back, which, to be fair, seems a bit much. I can't see how 3 dudes couldn't accomplish the same task. But since the Modena pranksters only had an army of 7,000 soldiers, I understand what the congealed meat team was going for here. But here's the rub. The Bolognese people were not a classically trained group of soldiers. They were just weirdo Jesus freak militia dudes, which is way less scarier if they don't have automatic weapons. Meanwhile, Modena had a professionally trained army. So despite what the numbers would make you assume, the Oscar Maia team got their ass kicked.
Yep.
I didn't mean to go into that accent.
Yo, is it sad that like, and real talk, is it sad that like they didn't stand a chance? But the even sadder part was, yo, they were fighting over a bucket, and tell me how that's more important to fight over probably now than anything that we are fighting over now. Like, I ain't gonna lie, a bucket, no cap. I'd rather us be fighting over a bucket. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. But yeah, they got cooked. I don't know what was supposed to happen. You got 32, bro. You were cooked. I ain't gonna lie. That's
keep the bucket or something.
That's
I don't know.
like playing 2K against a boy that got all the diamond cards and you playing with silvers, bro. Nah, this ain't even fair. Like this is at a whole nother level of unfairness. Like,
all told, the war saw 2,000 soldiers die, or kick the bucket, if you see what I'm going for. And Livonia called off their attack, but they never got their bucket back. In fact, Modania stole another bucket from them, just to be dicks, I guess. And to add insult to injury, Modania displayed the bucket in the bell tower of their cathedral. And to this day, the bucket is still on display in Modania. Kind of badass in a middle school bully kind of way. Moving down the list of silly-ass wars, we have the Golden Stool War.
Y'all gotta really think about it. 2,000 whole people, whole individual humans with their whole different lives died over a bucket. Like,
and then they went and took another one.
Yeah,
and now we gonna put this in a museum in the middle of towns.
You know how pissed I'll be, bruh. Like, basically, like, almost, like, maybe a 16th of my capital just died, right? No cap. And they took another bucket.
And they put it on display.
Do you,
and it's
like,
still there.
Do you crash out? Do you, like, just burn down a whole town? Or, like, what do we do back in the middle of the day? Like, how do we stand on business for this? I think we just burn down a whole town. I feel it. No, I feel it. It's good cap.
There's this old saying that the sun never sets on the British Empire. That's because between the 18th and 20th century, the British Empire controlled about 25% of the Earth's landmass. And that little factoid can do a number...
Wait, what? Yo, as a history buff,
British Empire controlled about 25...
Yo, they owned all of Australia. Are y'all seeing this right now? Wow. Yo, Australia.
And Canada.
Dang, they did own all of Canada too. Yo, Australia and the Canada Bulls. What y'all got to say about this? I'm gonna need y'all conjecture on this. All right. I ain't gonna lie.
Percent of the Earth's landmass. And that little factoid can do a number on it.
Watch our videos, so.
Nah, yo, let's be honest though. And is this xenophobic or racist? Like, would you rather fight the average like British bull or a kangaroo? Is that racist? That's not racist, right?
No, but I don't want to fight the British because the British is coming. The British is coming.
Nah, that's racist. Nah, that's...
How is that racist? That's what happened, right?
Entire nation's ego. So when they showed up to the West African Ashanti Empire,
that's gotta be something. I don't know.
Wait, I'm confused.
Yo, I don't know what that's...
saying the British?
Is that xenophobic? Because I know what you're talking about with the what's his name?
What's
his name?
John? No.
Nah, it's Paul.
Yeah, Paul
Revere.
Oh, husband Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. Yo, they were really like,
I ain't
talking about.
I only teach ABCs.
Yeah.
I barely know that.
Yo. AB, dang, I don't even know the third letter. That's just, not joke. Nah, it's Paul Revere. We saying the British is coming because we had to wait. It was like, what was it? It was like one lamp if they are or not. No, one lamp if they aren't, and then two lamps if they are. And I'm pretty sure.
What? Burn the lamp?
No, it was burn the lamp at the top of the jump.
So you got to carry two lamps if they come?
No, he wasn't carrying them. It was at the top of the church or whatever building it was. But yeah, the British was coming now. The British, that's guess
what?
Facts.
I don't want to fight against the British. I fight against the kangaroos then.
Nah, I'm sorry. You ever seen them buff behind kangaroos? Nah.
Okay, good boy.
Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta show you this buff behind.
No, come on. We don't need to see that. We're going off the video.
This show was bad funny.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. This show was bad funny. I'm like,
we don't need to see that.
You won't fight this.
No. Would you?
Yo, you won't fight this bull? Nah.
Come on, stop.
Yo,
I can't.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't want no smoke with him. But nah, seriously though, we gonna get back to talk. But I don't want no smoke with Bull. Nah, he can have that.
They expected the red carpet to be rolled out for them. Only that the red carpet for the Ashanti's people was actually a golden stool. The golden stool is a sacred symbol of the Ashanti nation that represents the soul of their people. It was believed to have descended from heaven in a cloud of white dust, landing in the lap of the first Ashanti king. When British colonial administrator Frederick Hodgson, what a name, arrived in Ashanti, he was really...
We was really fighting over the crazy jump. We fought over, we fought over a bucket, now we fighting over a golden stool.
The stool came from the sky though.
Wait, so are they actually saying that like this stool legitimately came from Jesus though?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that it came from the sky. But what kind of stool is that? Is that when you sit on or stand on?
They said it's a golden stool, so I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a mini throne or something.
I don't know, but you see how it look?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm questioning. Like,
well, what kind of stool? I think a stool with the 4 legs.
Oh my, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, though.
And a round seat. That ain't had no. Look at that stool.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, I gotta look at this one more time because this boy looking. Oh wait, no.
What kind of stool is that?
Where the color image? There we go. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, they got it laying on the side.
Maybe they do.
It's a chair.
Oh, I can see because the bottom right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes
was
sense.
a sacred symbol of the Ashanti nation that represents the soul of their people. It was believed to have descended from heaven in a cloud of white dust, landing in the lap of the first Ashanti king. When British colonial administrator Frederick Hodgson, what a name, arrived in Ashanti, he was really pissed that the Ashanti people didn't present him with the stool. He gave a speech where he asked, "Why have you relegated me to this ordinary chair?" A sentence that truly only a British person could speak. As par for the course,
I'd be like, nah, bro. I'd be like, yo, Jesus sat on this stool. Stop playing, bro.
Well, so why? I'm here, so why you ain't give me the stool?
Nah, but the Ashanti king, yo, done descended this freaking John to us, bro. What you mean, ordinary chair? But
yeah, like
but this bull made out of gold. How you looking at that bull like?
Some nerve.
Yo, this chair worth more than your whole life, though. Real rap.
Nah, they got kings and queens. I'm gonna go visit. Why I ain't sitting up there in that throne while I'm sitting over here on this little wooden stool?
I'm like, bro.
He got some nerve.
And then this wooden stool you got is not even wood. It's a golden stool. Nah, this.
Nah, he talking about. Anyway, go ahead.
Nah,
this is why it is dumb. People just start things.
But why does that even matter whether you sitting in a normal stool or not? This is like a sacred relic to them. This is quite literally
you
like
you even in my town.
Like a religious symbol, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, we're like, bro, like you could this could not be in Haiti, bro. This could not be in Haiti.
Gotta open the gates.
I ain't gonna cap. You wouldn't even make it to the gate. But like we ain't gonna worry about that.
Of course, for imperialism, Hodgkins neglected to realize the importance of the stool to the Ashanti people. Yeah. This wasn't a stool that royalty sat in. Like, this thing never touched the ground. They would always put a blanket under it. It was very important. And when it wasn't being used, they believed that souls passing by would use it to rest.
I told you, this John is like literally a religious symbol, bro. This fool talking about some is nothing. I'm like, bro.
Demanding to plop your big white ass down in this stool is like me asking to snort your grandfather's ashes. An insane request made only by assholes.
Yo,
I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, I hate. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate, or at least I don't got nothing really against them. Y'all already know what happened with Eric, but I'm sorry. That one video where they had Mac and he dumped over the ashes.
Oh.
Yo, I was screaming. Yo, did you see that? Did you see the movable face?
Yeah.
He was like.
Okay, come on. Someone with Tug.
Nah. Y'all let me know right now in the comments. Yo, somebody drop one of your people's ashes. Like, do you just crash out immediately? I think you do.
Now you just hurry but sweep it up.
Yo, alright, so y'all, when I drop mom's ashes, I want y'all to remember that when I sweep it up.
Just hurry but sweep it up.
I'ma just, bro, y'all gonna be sitting there like,
at least it be something.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Boy, ain't no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
For me.
Yo, what type of short? Okay, I'm done.
It got to the point where the Ashanti people were willing to let the British exile their king, Prehem the First, sorry if I fucked that up, rather than just let him sit down in the stool. This didn't stop the white boy from wanting to sit down in the seat, and it led to an extremely petty situation. The Ashanti people hid the stool from Hodgkins, and for the next 6 months, a war raged on while the British people were looking for it. 2,000 Ashanti people and 1,000 British troops died during this event. Hodgkins never found the chair, and the entire war was mocked by British Parliament, saying as something like the quest for the Holy Grail. But I mean,
nah, y'all. See, we already had slavery in John, and we already know how bad this is. Yo, imagine, bro, one of your like kings or whatever was about to die because the white bull was like, yeah, nah, I'm just not feeling this other stool. Let me sit in that John. What, bro?
And they never found it. What made them think it was gonna come in?
They never found it, and when they got back, they told Parliament this John was basically a joke.
Yeah.
Yo, a king was about to kill himself because of this joke. He was about to die. Nah, y'all crazy for this.
My uncle died because dude went to sit on a stool.
Nah, yo, I think this is exactly why heads be crashing out over a bag of chips and a honey bun now. Because, like, because we had Joes like this back in the day. Nah, bro. Heads be crashing out because they didn't get a Popeye chicken sandwich.
Would you start a toilet tissue?
Yo, I see. This is where it originated from. Yo, these the original crash outs. Now I'm feeling it.
I mean, imagine being a British soldier bleeding out on a battlefield for a fight about a stool.
That's what I'm saying. On that, bro, I would be pissed. Yo, imagine, bro, somebody come to your house when like your father, your granddad or something, and you tell him, yeah, he died in service, he died in duty or whatever. Yeah. Cool, this back in the 1800s too, so I don't know how. It was probably some funny John. They brought some titty outs. No, I'm dead serious. Let me tell you. But like, yo, they come to you, John, and then you figure out, oh yeah, this fool died because the captain ever wanted to sit on his stool. Bro, do you just kill the captain? I think you do. I got a crash show from my dad or whoever died. Because like, bro, you just had to not beef with these people over sitting over a stool. Like, are you dead serious, bro?
Give me you done with this?
Like, yo, mom.
It's about to be a war right now over this can, over his head.
Pimply assin.
Nah,
that would make me lose my mind. I would just do opium instead, I think. Oh, here's a fun one. Let's talk about the Pastry War. The Pastry War was fought from the neighboring kingdoms of the Debbies and the Royal Drakes. Both of these tribes were in fact not real and just...
No. Keep going, because I was going to ask a question. No. We going to get canceled for that.
Boy.
I don't know what that is.
I just know you had a couple partners, didn't you? Oh,
no,
man.
Come on, stop playing.
Boy.
My eyes keep watering.
Ma, do you see? Nah, he don't have a nose. He got a schnoz. Like, his jaw is ridiculous, bro. This jaw taking up, like, most of his
But how do you know if it's a he? That's what I'm saying.
Nah, chill. Yo, Ma, this not funny, chill.
This is a picture.
Nah, I'm sorry. Nah, y'all know me, bro. I'm not transphobic, none of that, bro. If you gay, bro, LGBTQ, you happy, bro, I'm smiling with you, bro. But I'm sorry. Y'all gotta let me know what the pronouns are.
Okay, let's see. Tell us.
I'm assuming that this is a dude, right? Nah,
I don't know.
Name brands of American cake companies, but I hope you fell for that for a second. That makes you stupid and me really smart. It was actually a conflict between France and Mexico that happened between 1838 and 1839. But it actually started in 1828 when a military coup destroyed a large part of Mexico City. Monsieur Raymontel, a French pastry chef operating a bakery in Mexico, claimed that during the coup, Mexican officers had looted his shop. He asked Mexican officials for 60,000 pesos in return for the damages, even though his shop was valued at about 1,000 pesos. But when you're putting in an insurance claim, you might as well try and make the most out of it. His demands,
and that's so sad because heads still do that to this day. That's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. So you know how they say history really repeats itself or the John never changes? Yo, they really be right though, because a lot of these still be happening, bro. Heads still crashing out in John.
Weren't met, obviously, so he did what any good snitch would do and went directly to the King of France. And in true bureaucratic fashion, it took a whole 10 years to get that message to the king, but a letter can only make it so fast to another continent before planes, I guess. But in 1838, King Louis Philippe used this complaint along with the stack of similar complaints by French nationals in Mexico to demand 600 nearsighted move. So the French blockaded Veracruz, and the pastry wars had begun. I understand why they called it.
Yo, I didn't mean. I didn't. Mean I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at this fool. I'm sorry. Y'all couldn't tell me that this fool the king now. Real talk though, because
did anybody just say he was the king?
Nah, he was King Louis. He was the king. Now that the fool wrote the letter to get his money back for his shop. But y'all trying to tell me that I'm about to take orders from this fool? This fool orders is absolute. Nah, you're crazy, bro. I'm not listening to nobody that look. Yo.
Keep going.
Yo.
That's how they dress.
Stack of similar complaints by French nationals in Mexico to demand 600,000 pesos from the Mexican government. Again, Mexico refused to pay, which in hindsight was a nearsighted move. So the French blockaded Veracruz, and the pastry wars had begun. I understand why they called it the pastry wars, but that seems like a huge understatement to me. I mean, first of all, the pastries were only like a small part of it, like a very small part of it. And secondly, if I died during something called the pastry wars, I can only assume the other warriors in Valhalla would be really mean to me and probably beat me up. Mexican general Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna came out of retirement for this war. He was known to many as the Napoleon of the West, which, to be fair, is a pretty badass title, but unfortunately, he lost his left leg during this croissant crusade. It was amputated and buried, but apparently Antonio was not happy with the service that went along with burying his legs because he dug it up 4 years later, then placed it in a crystal vase and reburied with a full-fledged ceremony that included cannons, poems, speeches, and prayers. Man, what an...
He lying.
Yeah, nah, this is like...
This gotta be fake.
And this why I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all be really sitting here like, yo, some of these fictional stories, these animes, that y'all be crazy, y'all be nasty, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, reality be crazier than fiction. This fool really dug up his buried leg that he buried 4 years ago, put it in a glass vase. He said, you know what? Let me add some cannons on with that. He said, you know what? Poems too. Okay. We did it all. All right, guys. Let's rebury it. Yo, do y'all understand? If I'm his lieutenant or something, I'm sitting here looking at him like, yo, we take orders from him. If he tell us to kill somebody, we gotta kill them. This fool just unburied his leg. Nah, this, yo, I'm trying to tell you, this can't be real, yo. Y'all, I really be sitting here like, nah, bro. Like seriously,
oh my God.
Bruh.
Yo, I'm just thinking
he put his, buried his probably decomposed skeleton leg, because it's been 4 years. He put that in a glass vase.
Go get my leg out of that dirt. I gotta give it a real burial.
And yo, could you imagine being a two-heads that gotta dig this up? Like, we really doing this right now. I'm looking my man's in the face like, yo, the general, he really want, like,
I can't breathe.
He really want his leg back this bad, though. I'm really looking at my man's like,
because he needed to have a proper burial.
yo, this fool really said with cannons and junk. Hold on, bro.
Buried with a full-fledged ceremony that included cannons, poems, speeches, and prayers. Man.
And, yo, I'm praying to my general's freaking blown off leg. Yo, this gotta be ridiculous.
Look at him, please.
Nah, because, yo, he's really treating his leg like he's Jesus
breathe.
right now. We saying a sermon to his leg. Yo, this is... I can't.
What an insane person. And of all people, the British are the ones who brokered a peace deal, which is like, historically, they're not the ones doing that. It's just very out of character. The peace deal said that Mexico had to pay the 600,000 pesos that France asked for originally. But of course, they didn't pay it. Seems to be a pretty strong through line in the story. And this led to another full-blown war in 1861 when France invaded Mexico, eventually leading to Cinco de Mayo. There was a purpose to this story. And now to celebrate this victorious battle, Americans all across this great nation get drunk on tequila and wear offensive sombreros and don't know anything about the history of the day they're celebrating. God bless the French. Speaking of things that Americans don't understand, let's talk about the football war. It's crazy to me.
Now, when I go to school, Cinco de Mayo, I'm gonna tell them all came from a leg.
It all came from the amputated leg that was put in a glass vase that had prayers, sermons, speeches, cannons, and poems with it. And then we reburied.
I can't even put my glasses on right. Okay.
And you know, this is why I feel like they be lying in the history books in John now. Because what would you rather hear, that this fool did this, or that Cinco de Mayo is like the day that we all just get drunk and have fun? Which one do you want? Which one do you want to hear?
I need to know the truth. Why we getting drunk?
We getting drunk because he wanted us to pray to his leg.
I thought Cinco de Mayo is the independence of Mexico, right?
Yeah, that's what we apparently thought it was. Yeah, that's yeah.
It's because they didn't pay that $600,000 to the pastry guy.
To the patient. Yeah, his job was worth $1,000. Yo, that's great cap. I'm not gonna lie.
He was lying to insurance company.
He was lying directly to. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You do that now, y'all, bro. You going to jail for minimum 10. Like, you going minimum 10. They really gonna make sure you in jail.
How little Americans care about soccer when, and in the rest of the world, it causes extreme unrest. Just the fact that I'm calling it soccer and not football would probably create an entire riot in a bar somewhere if I left this country. To put it in perspective, just imagine if every American football game was played between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, you know, there will be riots every single night. In 1985, 35 fans died rioting in Belgium before the European Cup. That's right, before the fucking cup began. In 1964, Peru supporters lost their minds when a ref disallowed a goal, paving the way for Argentina to win the match. After the match, a riot broke out and 318 people died. But the craziest soccer...
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to the football game.
Yo, I'm sorry.
For me.
I'm sorry. Like, and I know heads be really passionate about their teams and their sports, but bruh, 318 people died. Nah, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. Like, yo, this is like serial killer numbers, bro. This like Dahmer type John times 10,
God.
bro. We really just, yo, I don't know what team scoring a goal. It causes me such rage. Where I really think, oh yeah, it's time to commit murder.
The opposite team.
It's the opposite team, but like, I don't think I want to kill, bro. I don't think it's worth his life.
No.
I might bomb him. I might bomb him on Twitter, call his team bums on Twitter, but like, I'm not about to go try to kill bro and his whole fam at the stadium.
He straight up, that is Philly against Philly.
Nah, this.
Yo.
Yeah, I call this the Camden Classic. I feel this. Nah, I ain't gonna...
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, they really gonna come out to me, bro.
Conflict that ever happened wasn't a riot, it was a full-blown war. El Salvador and Honduras played a bunch of qualifying matches for the World Cup in the summer of 1969. There were a lot of political tensions between the two countries at the time, so things were hot, and when the two teams met, the bad blood transcended the field, or the pitch. I know some of the lingo. The fan mercilessly harassed their opponents, riots broke out in front of the players' hotel, hotels. The Salvadorian fans reportedly set fire to the Honduras stadium. And in what might be the most brutal takedown of an opponent in sport history, before the second match in El Salvador, a dirty rag was flown instead of the Honduras flag. Powerful shit talking without saying a word. El Salvador claimed that 12,000...
I'm sorry, that... Like, yo, this, see, you know how y'all, they be saying, like, bro, like, actions, it all depended by actions and words mean really nothing. This is where I understand we crash out. Yeah, now we crash out.
Definitely a form of disrespect.
That's disrespect. Was like, yo, y'all won't even put up our flag. I put up a dirty rag with holes in it, John. Bro, y'all didn't even put up our flag. This is our home country. This is our nation, bro. This is everything we've ever known. Y'all won't even put it up. Oh, nah. Yeah, we're crashing out. Yeah, no, we're crashing out. Yeah, this is like, yeah, okay. Now I understand crashing.
Thousands Salvadorians had been forced to flee Honduras in the days following the second match because of the tension, and a month later, war were declared. The war only lasted about 4 days, but 3,000 people were killed, and it's estimated that some 300,000 El Salvadorians were displaced. Ultimately, the football war...
This was because soccer, bruh!
Football, you wanna die?
Football. Football. My bad, football. I ain't gonna lie. Still though, yo, 3,000 people died in 4 days because of a football match, bro. Are y'all dead serious?
Well, it said 4 days later.
Nah, I don't care though.
Well, I don't know what it
3,000 people died in the span of, it has to be
of football.
Of a short amount of time. 3K people died.
Wow.
Yeah, so this means I'm never going to any stadium.
Honduras.
I might go to NBA games. Somebody might try to take me out. We really on that type of timing now. And this was back in the day.
Or would lead to the El Salvador Civil War, which cost upwards of 800,000 lives. So, sports, I'm not good at them, but they don't seem to do anything good for anybody. I think we should probably give up on sports as a whole. Thank you. Let's talk about all the wars that were silly while killing hundreds of humans and also animals. We'll talk about killing animals.
Wars, but animals.
Excellent.
All right.
You'd think the fact that humans slipping out of the food chain would mean we would never have to go to war with animals that didn't own opposable thumbs, but you'd be wrong. There are multiple times where humans had to point a gun at a four-legged creature just for the betterment of humanity, I guess. For example, we have the Stray Dog War. The Stray Dog War was fought between Greece and Bulgaria after the events of the First World War. Legend says that the war started after a Greek soldier's dog got loose and ran onto Bulgarian territory, and a Bulgarian soldier shot and killed the owner of that dog. And I hate to blame a victim here, but leashes, people. Put your dog on a goddamn leash. It doesn't matter how well you think you trained that dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna see a
and that's the crazy part though, because like I am shocked by that, but like I'm not shocked at all though, because like I don't know, like has
but
really
did the dog go over there and do something to somebody? No, it just got loose and went on their territory.
Yeah, but don't
so you gonna go kill the owner?
Yeah, don't come over here in our land though. Try to get your dog back. You're cooked. This our block. I don't care where they draw the line and saying it's our block as soon as you get on this jump.
I'm looking at roofware.
They said nah.
Roofware.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I keep trying to tell you, humanity on some crazy jump.
And start a war. To their credit, the Bulgarian government issued an apology for blowing the teeth out of that Greek man's mouth, but Greece wanted compensation to the tune of 2 million francs. Greece occupied 7 Bulgarian towns to show that they meant business, and even planned on shelling the town of Petrich, which means they're gonna put a bunch of bombs on it. The League of Nations, which was the precursor to United Nations, stepped in and brokered a ceasefire. The war lasted 10 days and 50 people died, but I know you're thinking, Tucker, what happened to that dog that started all of this? And I hate to tell you, there's no record. No one knows what the fuck happened to that dog. Next up, we have the Emu Wars.
This is gonna be funny, the Emu Wars thing, but I'm gonna assume that the dog got shot with the owner and they're both dead.
No, they don't know. The dog probably ran off somewhere.
The owner's dead, so I can only assume that the dog is dead because they had no. Even if they found it, the dog had no owner to go back to. So. Yeah.
I mean, well, we know the dog's dead now.
Oh yeah, obviously. But I'm talking about even during that recent time. Because what, is somebody gonna take in the dog?
No.
Nah, this is a random dog that came from quite literally another country. Like nobody here knows this dog. Like, nah, bruh. It was over. But yeah, that's still crazy. The fact of it is, bro, you could go like, I don't know if he walked over the border or whatever, but you could get even closer, even have your dog go, and they gonna take you out. Sad. But yeah, let's see about how they fought literal like ostriches.
If you watch Salmonella, you already know about this one, but I have to talk about it. In 1932, Australia's government declared unilateral war against the menace that was terrorizing its citizens. The emu. The big-ass desert chicken. Emus were settling in cultivated farmland at the height of the Great Depression, hindering efforts to raise crop production. So what would you do if a bunch of big-ass chickens were bullying your crop makers? Would you A, find a way to introduce a natural predator into the population to control the birth rate? B, poison the emu's food source and take them out where they grow? Or C, arm 2 soldiers with machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition? What do you think?
All right, Mom. This is an easy test right here to pass. Which one we thinking?
That they did?
Nah, out of this multiple choice question, which one do you think they chose?
They chose C.
Yo, yeah, no, I know which answer. I know for sure that they chose for sure.
They chose C.
Yeah, nah.
They could have chose A.
I feel like C is the only right answer though.
No,
like,
it's not.
Do we not just automatically crash out because they came up on our block?
With the birds?
Yeah, they came up on our block, so we crash out.
That's messed up.
But they came under our block. Yo, y'all should have stayed in y'all natural habitat, which was y'all block over there. Y'all rolled up on our joint. Now we ops. Now I'm sliding.
Oh my god.
Now they mad that we pulled out with the drive-by.
And that's why emus attack people.
Yeah.
they know why.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw emu, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He might want to slide back for his old gen. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nah, I'm good.
The Australian government went with. Think of the Australians.
Nah.
They went with the soldiers. So yeah, these two soldiers were going around mowing down emus every chance they had. The government killed approximately 3,000 emus, but considering that 20,000 emus had migrated to the land, it was seen as a pretty big failure. That's like killing 10 ants and being like, that's fine. I'm sure there's no more coming. They'll just tell their friends what they saw. Emus continued to occupy Western Australia to the point that farmers asked the government to intervene again in 1934, 1943, and 1948. These snake neck fuckers were not giving up, and not even a little bit.
How y'all have a longer lasting war with emus than they did it with the Honduras and El Salvador Jones? I mean, they killed a lot of people, but like, bro, y'all had like almost 4 years worth of war with birds. Are y'all serious? Nah, bro.
Them emus kept coming.
Yo, they was like, nah, we sliding back for gang.
The government was willing to learn from its first mistake, and it also didn't want to look like losers that kept losing wars to birds, so they announced Emu War II, Electric Boogaloo. In 1950, Australia's army minister approved the release of 500,000 rounds of ammunition to farmers, essentially funding an Australian shadow war against emus. But sadly, or happily, depending on how you feel about these tall, creepy birds, the emus won out in the end. And the birds are still terrorizing Australians to this day, which I find insane because they got those big necks. Like, I feel like you could strangle them pretty easily. I feel like one of those slap bracelets from the 90s could take one of...
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I could, like, bro, and it's like no animal abuse, John. If Peter come to the crib, y'all talking him up. Y'all not talking to me. Right? But, like, yo, I feel like we're like one of them bendies, John. I'll probably take an emu neck just... like, I'm pleading, bro.
Come on.
Like, bro, if I'm really in a life or death fight with an emu, bro, I'm sorry. I'm at the weave, take your neck. Get your Jones done. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I say all that, but watch they jump me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
God ain't gonna jump me, bro.
Poke you right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna start fighting one, bro. 5 gonna come out of nowhere. Nah, I'm cooked, bro. I'm like, it's over.
Pretty cleanly. Moving on from emus, let's talk about pigs. The Pacific Northwest in America is known for being a little different. It was the backdrop for the fever dreams that is known as Twin Peaks. You got the birthplace of obnoxious coffee culture and also grunge music. And a few decades later, the Oregon vibe was parodied in the show Portlandia. So of course, if there's gonna be a war in the Pacific Northwest, it's gonna be quirky as hell. The Pig War took place in 1859 and was essentially a border dispute between the US and the UK. It started when a farmer on the San Juan Island saw a pig rooting through its crops and shot it, which I think it's fair. If you're a farmer and you see a pig eating your stuff, you kill that pig. Just one problem, that pig was a foreign national. The farmer apologized and offered $10 to its UK owner, and the owner countered by asking for $100 in 1859, which I would assume is a lifetime worth of money. British
in 8, bro. My like pocket watcher really wants
by asking for $100 in 1859.
In 1850,
$100.
$100.
You was rich, bro. You was getting a jet.
This probably like 100.
They have jets in.
Yo,
place.
nah, heck nah.
No, the Wright brothers didn't exist yet.
Wright brothers. Wasn't they like 1901?
I don't know. With $100, boy, you could have bought you a jet. You'd have been Elon Musk.
Nah, you own a train for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, you definitely own the railroad company for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That 100?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This gotta be like 100,000, right? Like this John generally gotta be like a lot of cheese. Like this gotta be a lot of money, bro. And y'all gotta understand, 1859, bro. Like this is when like Bethlehem Steel and John was finally just going on to start building John. Like this like almost start Industrial Revolution type beat, bro. This gotta be worth.
Yo, he was like, I'll give you $10 for it. I mean, I'm sorry, man.
10.
And then you could make you some bacon and some ham hocks and everything. I give you $10. He said, I want 100.
I'll take $10 right now. Imagine $10, 1859. That's probably like 1,000. I'm like, what? I'm like, for the pig, bro. I was gonna kill him anyway. We was making bacon tomorrow. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, be chill. They definitely, Peter definitely showed up to this crib. They gonna be like, yo, what?
which I would assume is a lifetime worth of money.
That's gotta
British
be
authorities
nice.
threatened to arrest the farmer, so the farmer went to the U.S. and said, "Can you help me?" And 64 American soldiers were sent to San Juan to protect American citizens. So in a very measured response, the British responded by sending 3 whole-ass warships. So America sent
British,
even
you know
more
what I mean?
troops, back and forth and back and forth. The war never really took off.
And I want y'all to keep in mind, this was over some bacon, though. For real, for real. They done sent
British is not
3
playing.
warships. Like, this is the Marines from One Piece, bro. They done sent the vice admirals, bro, for a pig, bro, for some bacon, bro. Yo, the king was crashing out in Europe all the time. Cause like, bro, why they always sending the troops? Nah, they always send in the troops every time.
Like, no one died because of this. It was a standoff that lasted for only a few months, and the only casualty was that poor little pig looking for a meal. But it's crazy that a pig almost led us to Revolutionary War II, Electric Boogaloo. And I don't know why I keep referencing that. I don't even know what that is. It's just in my brain. So there you have it. War. Proof that men would kill someone else and themselves rather than admitting they're wrong. And as a fella who just recently aged out of the draft, might I say to all the 18-year-old men out there, go get them in World War III. I'm rooting for you. New videos every Saturday and Wednesday sometimes. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Use coupon code 55BigTog for 55% off your first order at Scentbird.com.
Y'all know what it is. Shout out Big Tug. That was the stupidest wars in history. I could not agree more. We were fighting emus for 4 years. We were fighting emus for the entire, like, basically, John of your college experience. They were fighting emus. Fighting birds. Facts. Love to learn that. You already know. Obviously, we love Big Tug around here, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the favorite YouTubers. Definitely top 5, bro. I mean, it's Tug. Tug boy.
I'll come to your house.
Yeah, mom, parasocial. Don't give her none of your details. I ain't gonna lie. She find out your name, it's over. She gonna find your whole John.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get your name. I'm surprised I ain't got his name yet.
Nah, I'm dead. Isn't it? It's Tucker. He says it all the time. But anyway.
Tucker?
Yeah, that's Wiley's Tug's name. I don't know about your name if you watching, bro. You need to hide your John. But anyway. Whoever watching the video, shout out y'all though. Subscribe, y'all see the John up here.
Oh, okay.
Subscribe, y'all watching this video. But yeah, that's stupidest words in history. Like I said, obviously, if you want to watch the original video, it'll be down in the description below to give your own opinions and conjecture as always. And mom,
hit that thumbs up button.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Subscribe. Listen, bro, subscribe. Let me get 2 subscribes pointing. Yeah, subscribe. We need some subscribers. Let's go. I'm about to start the school year off.
We gotta get back there.
I need some subscribers and some viewers. I need to retire early. About to start the school year off. Help me, please. Okay, anyway. Oh, God. Hold on. At the same time.
10 cents instead of 5 cents.
Exactly. Blue button, blue button.
No
Blue dot.
Turn
Blue
on
dot. I
notification
said blue
bell.
button.
Every time, Mom Trill posts a new vid, react to some new Jones, see what it is. It'll be in y'all feed. Yes. Other than that, that's Mom.
I'm Mom.
Attaboy Trill. And let's catch you on the flip side.
All right.
Later. Peace.